Hi, and welcome back to 30 Something Female. This is Claire, your host. So I announced on LinkedIn that I'm the founder of this company, so I guess I have to kind of produce more content. I haven't made a video in a while, about 3 weeks maybe or a month. We moved, and so I'll just show you this new place. It's amazing. We're really happy here. It's a bit of a mess on like some shelves and stuff and a bit barren in other places, but yeah, this is our new home. This is the home that we're going to bring little Noelle into. And that's another thing. I haven't made a video because I'm very pregnant and there's a lot of stuff to do around that, like prep and appointments and tests, and it's been a busy time, but here she is. She's still in there, and I swear she's gonna kick her way out. She's like, I'm almost 7 months now, and this little girl is like, she's just kicking the hell out of me all the time, which is awesome, but I also feel like when she gets out, she's just gonna be go, 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 and like crawling and walking like way before other babies. Also good. All good. Just not as relaxing, maybe. I have to work when she comes out, so I was kind of hoping she might be a little bit sleepier, but no dice. Anyway, I wanted to make a video today about this strange kind of concept, I guess. Everyone's telling you, I imagine, if you're 30 and you're dating and you're like single and you're trying to meet somebody, I imagine you're hearing the same kind of things that I used to hear, which is like, you just need to smile more and be more positive and like approach the situation and be happy. And like, those comments really fucking suck. They are awful. Especially when you're not happy, you're stressed out, you're broke, you're terrified that you're never going to have a family and never going to meet that person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, or hopefully you do. Being single in your 30s and wanting a baby, which is what I was just like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. It's like I keep saying on this channel, it's hell. It's a very specific kind of hell that you're in, and it feels like you'll never get out. And for someone to tell you that you just need to smile more, there's actually a really great video about that I'm going to link here somewhere, maybe in a pop-up over here. But it's like you just want to tell people off. And you're angry kind of all the time, and you feel like, there are so many things that swirl in your head. Like, why can't I just be myself and find somebody who loves me for me? Or why should I pretend to be a certain way? Isn't that inauthentic? Like, isn't that going to come all crashing down on the third or fourth date when the person realizes that I'm actually, not happy and working through some stuff. So I want to talk about that today, because the question is like, how important is happiness and being happy as you approach dating? Like, how important is it really? Like, are these people right? Are they wrong? Are they idiots? Are they insensitive? Like, when people tell you just to smile more and be more positive, does that actually work? Like, pretending to be happy. So I guess I want to explain something that happened to me a few years ago. I was living in Montreal, and I was working for this, I was working in a burlesque restaurant. I was a server and helping with marketing. And every night I worked, there would be like women that came out and did their beautiful burlesque show. These were world-class burlesque artists. Some of them would be like breathing fire and doing back bends and standing on their heads and stuff. It was like an incredible sexy circus. And I loved it. And I loved the guy I worked for because he was a young, very handsome, like 36-year-old guy who just loved women, but was very respectful. He was Argentinian, and yeah, just a really cool guy. And not what you'd expect of an owner of like it wasn't like a titty bar owner or like a Hooters or a strip club owner whatsoever. He was an artist, and he was curating these shows. Anyway, my point is, he saw what I was going through, and we became friends, and he was very interested in my mentality about what I was doing. For example, he said, you're just not very happy. Why are you doing things that are making you so unhappy? And I would explain, like, no, I'd love to be happy, but this is what happened to me last week on a date, or this is the guy that I was seeing last week, and this is what he did. And, happiness, especially in Montreal, where it's especially hard to meet someone who's on the same page as you. There's a very free love economy there. It's great, and it's tough. Anyway, I swore up and down that I wanted to be happy. But then he asked me a question that I had to really be honest about. And the question was, okay, Claire, like, would you rather be happy on the one side or smart? Which do you think will serve you better in life? And I thought about it. Actually, I don't even think I thought about it that long, but I said smart immediately. I would love to be known as the smart girl rather than the happy girl. And that's because I'm a freelance entrepreneur. I create content. I help other people with their branding. I have a master's degree in cultural studies. I have spent my entire life, like 18 years of school, trying to prove to myself and the world and that I'm smart, and reveling in it, reveling in the marks, reveling in the scholarships and the shirt grant that I got, and feeling very proud of that. My identity is completely wrapped up in being the smart girl. But he was dismayed, and he said, no, that is not the goal. That is not the goal of life. That's never going to get you, it's never going to get you where you want to be, ever. And I was like, well, fuck you. You don't really know me, or you don't really understand my dreams then, because I wanted to own a company. I wanted to have staff. I wanted to be a CEO. I wanted to do all these things and become very successful. He said, I'm just gonna keep asking you, every once in a while, the same question. But you think about it. You really think about it. And so he would ask me, and I would say smart, and he would ask me again, and I would say smart. And I moved away from Montreal, and he moved to Tulum, Mexico, started a restaurant because he knows what he's talking about, insofar as success goes. And I just carried on with my life. I kept dating. I kept failing. I kept meeting people that weren't right for me. I kept trying to make it work with them. And I was just miserable, more and more miserable. Very clever. I was getting clients. I was doing my entrepreneur stuff, and everything was fine financially. And I got a great job that I loved. And I was unhappy, very unhappy. I mean, you must know that feeling when you're, it's not a pervasive sense of sadness, but it's there. It's like a lack of, I want to say it's like a low-grade depression all the time, but it's really more, it feels like an inability to deal with anxiety. So something will happen at work or something will happen with your family and you just freak out. There's no grounded peace within you. It's like you're just spinning all the time and just trying to keep up and trying to pay bills and trying to be clever at work and trying to wear the right thing. And also, of course, every few nights trying to do your makeup properly and wear clothes that show off your figure and meet someone that will hopefully one day become your partner and maybe the father of your child or the mother of your child if you're looking for a woman. And you can't understand, you really can't. I don't think you can understand happiness until you're happy. I tried to imagine what it would look like, and I could only imagine moments of someone putting their arms around me while we're, hiking and looking at a sunset. It was like these romantic, extreme romantic moments. It wasn't the little moments where you're doing the dishes and someone just kisses your neck on the way past. Maybe I imagined those too, but my point is that there was an understanding of what would probably make me happy, but no real, I just didn't know what I was missing. And I didn't know the pervasive effect that happiness can have on your life. And when you're happy, people want to give you a raise. People want to work on a project with you. People want to go for coffee with you. People want to be your partner. What I did after I got a job and things were stable and I was like, okay, I've really proven that I'm smart. I gotta get happy. I mean, there's no way around this. I have ignored this question for too long, even though I think about it all the time. I have ignored the fact that I might have been wrong, that choosing smart over happy was never gonna get me anywhere. I don't know, maybe this whole conversation seems trite to you and seems really obvious, but I started doing yoga every day, and okay. Yoga, I hate that. It doesn't really matter what you do. You could take up knitting, take up morning walks, force yourself to listen to like 5 of your favorite songs before you leave the house, have a tea ritual, start intermittent fasting, which does make you happy and clear your head, paint, write, draw. There's a million things you could have done. The only thing I started doing was yoga. I also started listening to, this is funny, but ASMR videos online. They're like autonomous meridian response, sensory response, autonomous sensory meridian response. Yeah. And so these are videos of like, my favorite is Gentle Whispering, and she's like this beautiful blonde Russian woman who sort of just taps things in front of you on the screen, and you have your headphones in and you just sort of meditate to that. The tingles go all up your spine. My point is, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do. Start a garden. I don't care. But take a minute to realize that you're not doing enough to make yourself happy. And then take a minute to realize, please, that there is a profound reverberating effect of that decision throughout all of your life. People will piss you off less. You'll be pissed off less. People will stress you out less. So you'll just be less stressed out. Your skin will be better. Your hair will be better. The chemicals and the hormones that course through your body when you're unhappy are visible. They're visible in weight gain. They're visible in dry hair and bad skin. They're visible in just how you present yourself to the world. you cover yourself up, or you wear, you know, big scarves and big hats or whatever. Like I used to wear this big black toque. And I remember the day that I looked at the toque and I thought, this is me hiding. This is me hiding my head. It would come down like over here, and, you know, I really liked it. My hair would just poke at the bottom, and it was my safety blanket because I was just so unhappy and I felt like hiding all the time, and I hid under this toque. The immediate and dramatic change in my life when I opened my eyes and started realizing how little I was doing to make myself happy, I started being more honest. I wasn't afraid of going on a date, for example, and when the guy, inevitably they ask the question, what are you looking for? It's like the first question all these guys ask. They want to know whether, you know, you're... I hear from guys, this is going to be a source of another, or the subject of another video, but I hear that they have 3 categories of women. You're either a one-night stand, a short-term girlfriend until they find someone they really love, or a life partner. And it's not, I'm not saying that this is a biological decision that happens, or that they figure this out and talk about it. It's that it just seems like they all kind of have these 3 categories. If you talk to a guy who's really thought this through. So I used to say, well, I'm looking for a partner, but whatever I find along the way is great. That got me nowhere, because I think the men I was meeting wanted to know that I knew what I wanted. They wanted to find a woman who wasn't going to be like, oh, I'm into you this week, and oh, next week, I don't know, because they want a solid answer. They really, really do, because they're very simple creatures. Are you looking for a partner? Period. That's all they want to know. I mean, of course, they know that, like, it may not work out between you and him, but just be honest. So I started saying, yeah, I really want to find a man, or whatever. I don't think I said that. I said, I really want to find someone to start a family with. I said that. I started saying that because I was happy. I was happy when I woke up. I was happy when I left the house. I was happy all day at work. I was a happy person all of a sudden because I started really focusing on that goal of being happy. And so I wasn't afraid of judgment. I was like, I'm killing it. I have a great job. I think I'm okay looking, and I'm happy overall. So yeah, I'm going to just tell you straight up to your face, take it or leave it. I'm looking for someone to start a family with. I'm not looking for anything else. That was the truth. I wasn't looking for any one-night stand or a short-term boyfriend. Fuck no. I was simply looking to get it going, start the rest of my life. It worked so well. My confidence and just my frank openness. Every single date I went on, I found a young man who wanted to be that person. It was crazy. All of a sudden, every single date was successful. And successful in the sense that I, at the end of the date, was the one choosing to see him or not again. You know, like at the end of every date, they were like, wow, you know, I would love to see you again. Can I see you tomorrow night? And I said no. And I said no. My Sorry, my screensaver just came on, talking too much. To all of them. I just didn't need to go quickly. I knew that I had the secret formula and I knew that I didn't have to, I no longer felt worried that I would never find someone who wanted to be with me, because night after night, not that I went on dates every night, but 2 times a week probably, I was meeting people that wanted to be my partner. It was amazing. It was a profound change in my entire demeanor. It was awesome. So I shopped and shopped, and I waited months and went through, God, I don't know, like, let's say 30 or 40 different dudes. No. And then I met Damien, not on a date. He was my butcher, and he asked me to go for a drink, and I was like, you're really cute, but he seemed really young. So we went on a date, and he asked me, what I'm looking for. And I said my thing, and he was just like, I don't know. His attitude was just so openly excited and just so happy and just so complimentary. He was like, you are so beautiful. Please see me again. And he was a great kisser. So here I am, 7 months pregnant with his little girl, and he's still the same open, happy, sweet, sexy guy. And I'm so happy now, and I'm so loved, and I have so much love that I sometimes just think about the girl I was, going on date after date and hiding what I truly wanted because I didn't want to give away, any secret that I was looking for a partner and looking for the father of my kids. I kept my cards really close, and I kept meeting these guys who were just like, I think I've said this before, but I would just start sleeping with someone and dating him thinking, well, I know he doesn't really, it seems like he doesn't really want a girlfriend, but maybe if I just keep making him dinner and doing things for him, he'll fall in love with me and he'll change. But we never had the conversation. I never openly told him what I was looking for, and he never openly, none of these guys I was dating ever really communicated what they were looking for. So it was just like this vague talk. Just talk to him. Talk to him on the first date. You are going to maybe meet some guys who will get up and walk out, not call you back. But isn't that happening already? Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up because it's super long. But get happy. Treat happiness like a real goal, because it is. It should be. It'll change everything. And follow some of the guidelines in my book I wrote about stress and how to relieve your stress and how to get happy. I'll put the link below as always. But I'm here to help, so message me if you want to as well. Okay, thanks for watching.